Welcome to Dakar and Riyadh, the Wheel of Time showcast. I am your host, Joe Perry, here with my co-hosts, Tom Kokoza. Tom, how are you tonight?
I'm doing okay, Joe. We're gonna go into this episode a little bit, I think, off kilter from the original plan. Unfortunately, our third member, the one you normally ask how they're doing first, is not here.
No, Jen is not feeling so well, so she's a healthy scratch, not a healthy scratch, a late scratch.
She's a late scratch.
She's a late scratch from the podcast tonight, so you will, unfortunately, you will have to listen to me and Tom talk the whole time. And you won't get to hear Jen say anything. Well, that's not true. You can still hear Jen say something, right?
Really?
So I've been smashing ants all week.
Oh, thank you, Jen. There we go. So if anyone gets, a little weepy that Jen's not here or a little sentimental or needs something, we'll just pop in one of these.
Can you stop taking the joy out of all of our lives?
There you go. So we are here to continue.
Yes.
To reveal the results of our second annual scientific survey.
Mm-hmm.
I want to remind everyone that we are into full spoiler territory. Mm-hmm. So if you have not read the entire books, you may get spoiled, and be forewarned. So last week, or on our last episode, we revealed numbers 125 to 86. Today, or on this episode, we are going to reveal numbers 85 to 51. That is another 35. Tom, do you want to remind people what the hell I'm talking about?
Sure. So, as Joe may have mentioned, I wasn't really paying attention too closely. This is our second annual scientific survey. So we created a website that people could go on to. We would ask a simple question. In this case, in the spirit of Save Watt, which character from the books who has yet to appear in the show do you most want to see in another season of the show, right? So if the show were to continue, who would you most want to see? We picked 125 characters from the books that had not been in the show, and we allowed people to vote on it. And the way that site works is that two random names out of that 125 come up. You pick which one you want more. Then two other names will come up. You pick that one. It keeps going on and on like that. So we had a very, very large amount. You'd think I remember, but I don't.
66,000 or something?
Yeah, something like 66,000 individual votes were cast. And it's not just, that is a lot of votes. And the way the site works, which I really enjoy, it's not just a simple matter of who got the most votes. Since it's the random distribution of possible names, it weighs who you won against more. So if you won against somebody who has a lot of positive votes for them, that win counts more than winning against somebody at the bottom of the list. So there's a little bit of science behind that.
And for more of that science, listen to our companion podcast, Tom's Statistics Podcast.
That's right. It's a great bedtime listen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go right to sleep.
Hear Tom talk about weighted averages and standard deviations.
That's right. The Z-test says so. I don't want to get too far into the wonkiness of it.
Too late.
We did. Yeah. But we did do the bottom portion of the list in our previous episode.
Do you want to run through what we revealed last week, like really as fast as you can?
Yes.
Okay.
I definitely want to do that. All right. So this is 125.
Just read the names. Just read them off.
Yeah. Okay. Old Cully, Manel Rochade, Tammuz, Arena Nurmasev, Balthamel, Torum Riatin, Nain Aron, Atal Mishrael, Musenj, Alman Bunt, Bilal, Bera Harkin, Gerard Arganda, Marana Ambry, Marilyn Gamalfin, Langwin Dorn, Radam Asunwa, Aramila Marn, Peter Conal, Maurice Handel, David Hanlon, Riramon Santiago, Shar Gedwin, Breen Taberwin, Hamar, Kintovir, Theodrin Debel, Bianin, Marinier, Beslin Mitsobar, Saren Asnobar, Danel, Elza Penfill, Tarnafir, Tylen Quintara Mitsobar, Ewan Finnegar, Isandra, Tovin Gazal, Aganor, Martin Talinvor, and Ronde Makura.
Wow. 40 names in 40 seconds. I don't know if that was 40 seconds, but I like that. I like that's a good saying. So let's just go right into it, right?
Yeah.
Number 85, Tom. Who is number 80? So I'm sorry, who was the last one?
Ronde Makura.
Oh, Ronde Makura, the fork root.
Right. The fork root yellow Aja agent. At number 85, Harin Dintogara 2 wins.
What? You know what's so... Oh, my God. I just realized that, like, there's a few sea folk on this list, and they somehow made it all into the 85 and higher.
Very unfortunate, I know. But some
and
people love them.
And if Jen were here, she would yell at me, but above David Hanlon?
I know, right? I do think...
Go back and listen to the previous episode, everyone, so you could hear those first 120, those first 40 in more depth. But I've been thinking about this all week, Tom.
Yes.
This David Hanlon thing. And I really think we blew it by not putting like a slash or a parentheses Doyle and Millar, because I'm really starting to think that a lot of people didn't remember that that's the same person.
Mm.
And I think if we would have had the Doyle and Millar connection in there, I think he would have been higher.
It's possible. I feel bad about that if that's the case.
I feel like we might have to throw the results of this entire survey out. I think it's tainted, and we're gonna have to do it again.
I feel your pain. I don't know if anybody has the appetite for that, however, Joe. So we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that Harin Dintogara 2 wins, who I think I consider the most prominent sea folk character in the series. Honestly,
I don't even remember who Harin. They're all the same person to me.
Yeah,
so is she the like the captain, the sail mistress, who
she's a sail
mistress of ships?
Yeah, eventually that's her destiny. She's the one who makes the bargain with Rand.
Okay, yeah,
and yeah, she gets knocked down to the bottom.
Min sees the vision.
She'll eventually be, yeah.
Okay, she's like one. I think I know her and one other one.
There's her. There's the one I don't remember her name.
Is it the Wade?
There's the one who's in the relationship. She's with the tower. She gets in the relationship with the Aes Sedai, and they're trying to.
Yeah, but that's like she's like nobody.
Right.
There's who's the mistress of ships at the time?
I don't remember.
Maybe that's the other one that I remember. I don't know. All right, let's just move on.
That's it. Just for the people who keep you score at home, 412 votes for, 568 against, for a winning percentage of 42.04%.
Wow, that's
yeah, sorry, man.
All
right. Up next, Fager Nield.
Fager Nield.
Those are good Ashaman, I feel.
He is just with Grady and Neil. They're just like one person, kind of like you say Bane and Shiad are the same, just one person.
Right. Yeah, it's not a ton of different characteristics between the two of them.
Grady and Neil
is the one, I think, at the last battle who's just standing, waiting to open a gateway. He doesn't know why, and then it's like the Hinterstep.
Well, he knows he has to open a gateway. Yes, he doesn't know why he was told to do that.
Right, he's waiting. Yeah, they're mentioning in chat. He's the person who I think figures out how to make power weapons again.
Yes, cool. He's the one with is it Aes Sedai or is it Wise Ones that he's?
Well, I think everyone gets involved in it.
Yeah,
but
to make Mahal and Air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all near.
All right. Figure nailed.
So there we go. Yeah.
Oh, I should pull out the old a companion.
Yeah, I got it going. All right. So Fager got 372 votes for, 605 against, but I guess this is one of those situations that we've mentioned Earlier, he got wins against people who were fairly high ranked, which put him higher up. His total winning percentage is only 38.08%.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think Zareen Din Rin probably went up against a lot of people who didn't score so well or rank so well. That's why she had such a high win percentage.
Yeah, she lucked out against the she got a lot of percentage votes. All right, so at 83 on our list, Tharava.
Tharava, the wise one.
Yes.
She is one evil bitch.
Yeah.
You thought Savannah was bad. Tharava's worse.
Yes.
She's the one who has Galena kind of.
Yeah, she's like got her trapped as like a sex slave kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Not,
People, okay. Yeah, I could see why people want to see her. Again, she shows up later. This is my logic of she shows up much later in the story, which means we've gotten further into the series. So any characters that are introduced much, much later in the story are all wanted because we want to get that far into the story.
yeah.
And maybe
Also,
people just want to see Galena get her comeuppance.
Right. She also she abandons Savannah after Malden and takes whatever left of the Shido that are competent back to the Threefold Land. In a way, I think fulfilling the prophecy of a remnant will remain. There's a small portion of the Shido are the only Aiel to go back to the Threefold Land.
Well, there's Aiel still in the Threefold Land. Remember, not all of them come over.
That's true.
The majority of them do, but there's still a bunch that didn't come. So she's gonna go. So that means she's gonna wind up usurping power, I guess, over there. I don't know.
Yeah, she kind of already does, I guess. But
no, I mean with the ones who are back in the Threefold Land. I don't know. Well, that's like a whole agreement and treaty that happens, though, right? I guess.
Right. Well, they're not part of that. The Shido aren't. We'll see.
Well,
Will they be
I
hunted
guess.
like dogs?
Yeah, they'll be hunted like dogs.
Tharava got 404 votes in her favor, 577 against, or a winning percentage of 41.18. And we'll move on to number 82, Rianne Corley.
Rianne Corley.
No.
This is a kinswoman?
I think she's a kinswoman, yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yep. That sure is a character in the books, all right.
Okay,
now,
I mean, I like the kin better than I like the sea folk.
That is damning with faint praise if I've ever heard it, but yes.
That's all I got to say.
She's the eldest.
Yeah, she's in charge, isn't she? Well,
yeah,
she's on she's in the knitting circle.
Yeah,
but there's another one who's
she's not the most powerful or necessarily the wisest. She's the oldest one.
There's another one I think who's kind of more in charge, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah, maybe she's on this list too. She is yep, she sure is with a bunch of the kin, does a bunch of stuff, basically follows Elaine around for 4 books and then gets killed by Karena. Not Karena. Kareen, who I just lost it. Yeah. Actually, I think you might also pronounce it as Karena, but I don't know. It's Careane.
Carrie. I always say Carrie Ann. Oh, Karina? Carrie Ann? Carrie Ann. Well, you got to pronounce every vowel, so it's Carrie Ann.
Carienne.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right. So.
All right. What's the numbers?
So Rianne got 453 votes in her favor, 539 against, for a winning percentage of 45.67%. This is the highest winning percentage we've achieved so far.
Wow.
So, I guess they figure if any kinswoman's going to be on the show, it's going to be her.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
She's kind of like the introduction into the kin, and she's kind of like the exposition giver.
Yeah.
Regarding the kin. So okay.
Yeah. All right. Coming in at 81. Covril, daughter of Ella, daughter of Sung.
Is that Loyal's mother?
That is Loyal's mother.
Okay.
I
mean, I like the Ogier. I don't know if I need to see Loyal's mother. I mean, I guess that would be a fun thing to see.
Yeah, I would hope if the show, well, it's not going to happen anyway, but, Loyal didn't make it, but, Loyal's mom is.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She's more likely to be on than almost any other Ogier.
So,
No.
Just taking a pause here and thinking about that Loyal's dies, right, at the end of season 3. Do you think that would have been the end of the Ogier in the show?
Yeah, I think
we wouldn't meet any other Ogier?
Yeah, I think just don't even have been around anymore.
That's sad.
Yeah. Like maybe you do a thing like where somebody goes to a setting once and they just use the book of translation and peace out, and like that's what happens in this turning of the wheel.
That's a shame. Like, if you're not going to put any other Ogier in, then you might as well just kept Loyal in.
Well, I don't think when they started, they anticipated that Loyal was going to be leaving. It's the 3rd season.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they did.
I think that was part of the plan.
All along.
Anyway.
Coverall got 442 votes in her favor and 560 votes against for a winning percentage of 44.11%.
Okay.
To round out the 80s.
Above where I'm on, just like pointing that out.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, right? Rounding out the 80s. This is a surprise to me. I would have thought this, I guess maybe just because of whatever, but this character I would thought they would go higher. Asengar. This is
Deshiva. So do you have Deshiva separate?
No.
So this is Asengar / Deshiva. Which I feel like this is another one where we should have put both names because people might forget when they first see it. We got to be a little bit more diligent next time. But yeah. Deshiva's one of the main Ashaman for most of it. And it's kind of cool to have one of the Forsaken just hanging out with Rand and without Rand knowing it.
I know. He's awesome. He's
this could have been
my favorite Forsaken.
So not knowing what their plans were for the future, right? Like, is someone going to teach Rand the channel? Like, I don't know what they were doing, right? Because they kind of set it up like, oh, Samael, I captured you so you can teach Rand how to channel. And you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. He's going to take over kind of what Asmodean did. And then they just killed him.
Right.
Was that also killing the idea of having one of the male Forsaken teach Rand how to channel?
Well, you can't do it 3 seasons in a row. Logain's supposed to do it in season 2 and doesn't. And
no, what are you talking about? All the training he gave him.
He does at least teach him how to embrace the source. It's something.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I feel like after a certain while, like the bait and switches have to end. He doesn't really need it. Deshiva could do that.
Maybe Taim would have taught him. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. I think they were metaphorically killing that idea.
I agree with you.
Samael.
Yeah, and we talked about this, I think, earlier, because I don't recall now, right? Is Agnar's, I think, maybe separate on the list, but like they took away the creation of the Shadow Spawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Ishii created the Trollocs and Moghedien creates Gray Men, and so I guess it's not as needed for the show.
Well, you could have just had Deshiva as a Ashaman who's evil.
Yeah, man, Deshiva's great. But I love like when he's like, I basically have everything that he does, but fine, he's out.
There's a great part when I was re-listening to the series. There was a part with the Shiva and Rand, and I was like, oh my God, how did I not realize that this was Asangar Forsaken? Because it was so kind of obvious, but not in this one scene. When like, after you find out and going back and then reading it, and it's like, oh my God, Jordan was like pointing it out like so obviously, but also subtly at the same time.
Is it the part where like he's telling him about like there's a strangeness in the way that the weaves are working?
I think that's the scene. Yeah, I think it's that scene.
Right. There is. He all of a sudden is like super specific in the way he's talking instead of like the very distracted kind of character that he's been.
Yeah, I feel like I think he might say something that his character shouldn't know or something like that. I can't remember.
Right.
But yeah, good. It was good. I earmarked it actually somewhere because I thought it was a cool scene to either do one of our dramatic readings for or a potential chapter that Michael and Kate could read at WalkCon. So
I like both of those things.
Yeah. All right. So
all right. But I guess
did you get the numbers?
So I didn't. Osangar 441 votes for, 547 against, for a winning percentage of 44.64%.
All right.
We now move into the 70s. Here's 79. It's Huron.
Oh, people wanted Huron.
Yeah, man.
Okay. He wasn't necessary. I'm okay that they cut him from the show. I didn't think they would need. I mean, if he was going to be in the show, he would have just been in like probably that one season or part of that season and gone.
Right.
But I'm putting on his part in the story really has passed already, so I would have probably voted for a lot of other people up against him.
The same. What happens to him at the end is I feel like it's just done just to give you a little extra gut punch as like the climax is coming.
I heard Brandon Sanderson really hated Huron.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. You got me. I believe you. I don't know Brandon Sanderson. He could have.
Yeah, he might have actually. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that's true.
That rumor I just made up.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I like the character a lot, but the character, everything the character actively does is done by the where we are in this point in the story. So, however, 472 people disagree with us.
If they went up against,
right,
Arena or Kintovir, then maybe.
Right, that's true. But so he got 472 votes in his favor, 547 against, for a winning percentage of 46.32%.
Wow, good showing. Good showing.
Yeah. You should feel proud about yourself there, Huron. Coming in at 78, it's Karuna Nachman. Now, Bera came in at number 114.
Okay, I want to know why Karuna is so much higher than Bera.
That I don't understand.
And you're right. It's not like people were voting against for the two of them. It was just like, I guess, the matchups that they had potentially, and
that's really what it is. Because I have to tell you, her winning percentage is really surprisingly low. So she must have just like beat out some people that were ranked very high to get her where she is.
Yeah. So her and Bera are basically one Aes Sedai.
Right.
They both are basically together all the time, almost all the time. That's right. She was the noble. She was I'm looking it up here though, because remember, one was like a noble and one was like a farmer. Right. She's actually the sister of the King of Arafel. I didn't realize that she was that noble.
Well, that's pretty noble.
Yeah, sister of the King of Arafel.
All right.
Let's see. What did she do? So, they have 7 warders between between the two. She's a green. They're both green, I guess, if I remember.
Well, yeah, if they both, yeah, unless she's got 6 warders, they're both green.
Yeah, does it say how many warders she has? No, it says the two of the, just between the two of them. They went to Camelin to talk to Rand. Yeah. And that's when they and all the members of the embassy were forced to swear fealty to Rand and Dumai as well. So that's right. Yeah. She was killed by Grendel or Hesselam in the last battle. She did not make it.
Sorry, Karuna. But you made it to number 78 on our list.
Yeah. Go Karuna.
Yeah, man. You beat out your buddy by almost 30 ranks. You did do substantially better than her in voting, but again, the voting percentage is not that strong. 347 votes for Karuna, 659 against. What?
No, I'm just saying those numbers are staggering compared to some of the numbers we heard prior to this.
Yeah. She only got about 34.49% of the vote.
Yet she must have beat out some big people, I guess.
Exactly.
People who were probably ahead of her on this list.
Yes, definitely. I think that she definitely matched up favorably against some high-ranking people here.
All right.
So
next up.
Okay. Shocking. 77, it's Delana.
Oh, I love Delana. I might have voted for her against almost everybody on the list, except for maybe a handful of people.
Wow, okay. So
I love her
tell us a little
character.
bit about Delana.
She's just such an interesting character, right? She's one of the Saladar sisters, kind of high up with the has a lot of influence in Saladar, but she's a black sister. She's the one who's her secretary is Halima, who is Arengar.
That's right. That's right.
She's just, you get a lot of not a lot, but you get a decent amount of POV from her, which is fun. And she's kind of doing all kinds of interesting things, like and having to deal with Arengar along the way.
Right. I imagine it's difficult to have a Forsaken, a chosen, if you will.
Yes.
Having to act like your secretary and whatever, like in public, and you have to like not offend them while you have to help them with their cover.
Yes.
Right. Although I think by the end of it, like people were thinking that they were like
sleeping together.
They were lovers. Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody I think noticed that she seemed to be the subservient one to her.
Right.
And I guess that's the only thing they could think of, right? They must be lovers then. That's why she's acting that way.
Well, also Halima was, flaunting it for everybody.
Halima, extremely hot.
Yeah.
Put her in the show.
Delana got 385 votes for her, 594 against, for a winning percentage of 39.33%.
That's a lot of people aren't Delana fans, I guess.
I guess not.
Yeah. Big Delana fan here.
I mean, 77. It's not
that's a shirt.
There you go.
Big Delana fan here.
All right. 76 trombones lead the big parade, and also Reen Harfer.
Now, we were talking about Reen Harfer yesterday when we were recording our bonus content.
It's true.
Reen Harfer is the head of
two days in a row discussing Reen Harfer.
Yes.
Never would have believed it.
Never, first in history. Reen Harfer is like I can't remember her title, but she's kind of like the head of household in Camelin, in the royal palace.
I can't remember either, which I remember would really upset her because I'm pretty sure she's very.
Yeah, it's an official name.
First maid of the royal palace.
Thank you. First maid of the royal palace. I know her and what's his face, Howland Nori had titles, so very specific titles.
That's it.
Why is she so high up here on this list?
I don't know.
She's in like 2 seeds, maybe 3 seeds.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess
what is wrong with you people?
I can't answer this. Unless people like say like, hey, if Reen Harfer's on there, we're getting Elaine and Camelin, we're getting the Succession storyline, and I love that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Really? I've never heard anybody say that.
No, I've never heard a single. I know who, like, there are a couple of people who really love Elaine, right? Maybe.
I mean, I like Elaine. Elaine grew on me, but I don't. That doesn't mean I like freaking. I want Reen Harfer, like in the show over High Lord Weirman.
I know.
Almond Bunt.
Come on, man.
Davin Hanlon and a bunch of other people that we talked about last week.
I agree with you. A lot of my favorite minor characters have already gotten burned by this list, but Reen Harfer comes in at 76. So right. I guess, people, like a first maid who knows what she's about. 431 people voted in favor of her, while 592 voted against, for a winning percentage of 42.13%.
42%. Oh my, what the?
Yeah, right. Hey, look.
This is so bizarre. I would never guess. I would never guess this.
So, I think that's 40% of our list done. We're gonna go on to number 75, and it's Nicola Treehill.
Okay,
Nicola. Yeah. So we talked about her.
Yeah. When we talked about
friend.
Elena, right?
Yeah. Nicola is
she's a what's it called?
Is she a novice or
a novice? Yeah. I don't know. She might become accepted at some point, but
I think she gets killed, right? I don't think she makes it.
She gets killed near the end. What would be cool? Yeah. As much as I think you could have done a whole Nicola and Arena side quest.
Yeah.
Like story. You could probably did a whole Outrigger novel just with the two of them, maybe prior to the story. Although I don't remember if they knew each other prior or they just meet.
I think they know each other before they meet the girls, but not that much before. So yeah, she betrays the rebels. She goes to the tower to try and learn more and faster. And then they
don't know each other before this because they're introduced separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then
they blackmail a bunch of people.
Yeah. And then
in Saladar.
I know in the tower she finally becomes an Egwene acolyte and helps bring all the other novices around to Egwene, and then she gets killed in the battle against Black Hasha and Tel'aran'rhiod.
Yes, that's right. She does try to make amends and kind of helps Egwene when she's captured in the tower.
Yeah, I think she's not bad. She's a little disillusioned and she's very selfish, and that causes her to make some poor decisions.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Poor decision maker.
But you raised the ultimate price.
I feel like Robert Jordan was just starting to go off on a tangent where he's starting to fill out additional, put these stories in and side stories in, and you're like, you really don't need this, Robert. You don't have to put a whole thing in with these two people who are blackmailing people in the rebel camp. It has no bearing on the story. No. The only part that has bearing is at the end, right, when she runs off to the tower. So I don't know.
Yeah.
She would have been. She probably would have been cut from the story.
She probably would have been.
Yeah,
I like Nicole. She's all right, but it's
healthy scratch.
That's right. 431 people also voted for Nicole, the same as Reen, but 584 voted against, which is less. She had a winning percentage of 42.46%. Right. You know what? I feel like she's perfectly right. I really do.
All right.
At 74, this may have been the other sea folk person you were thinking of.
Oh,
I don't know, because I don't remember any sea folk. As you said earlier, to me, they're all the same person. Shallan Din Togara Morningtide.
Shallan Din.
He also might be the one that's in the relationship with the Aes Sedai, now that I think about it, but I don't remember.
You put her on this list, by the way. You know that. Did you just look up random names, or
no? I created this list a long time ago, and I don't.
And in that time, you forgot who this person was.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
Sharon. Shalon.
Yeah.
I'm looking her up right now.
All right.
Let's see if I can find a Shalon.
That's an S-H-A.
Yeah.
Making sure. I don't know.
Shalon, here she goes. She's a Windfinder. Okay, she's the one. She's Hareen's Windfinder.
Okay. Anything else? That's all we got?
Oh yeah, Rand finds her in the Sun Palace with Lady Alil, as he thought. On the day he was attacked in the Sun Palace, and to get them out of the way, bound and gagged them, put them both under the bed. Yeah, and then Cat Swain discovers that they were lovers.
There you go.
So it wasn't an Aes Sedai, it was it was like a noble.
All right. And then she takes along to like Formatting, I think.
Yes. And Shadow Logoth during the cleansing.
Okay.
She links with Varen and Kumira.
Good for Shallan.
And that they're the ones they encountered Grendel. That was when Kumira was killed. There you go.
Well, that's it. Number 74 on our list. 400 votes for her, 543 against, for a winning percentage of 42.42%.
Okay, 42. I like it.
Right, me too. Coming in at number 73, it's Phelan. Aronde.
All right, so we talked about Theodrin last week.
Yeah.
Now this is her partner, Fowlin.
Well, I think she's a little bit more prominent a character. I think you know Fowlin before, like you meet her.
I think you meet the two of them at the same exact time.
Maybe she's the one who doesn't like she's the mean one.
Yeah,
but she kind of
she's the foul one.
Ooh,
yeah, that's how I remember.
How you like that? How you like them apples?
Yeah. But she's not. She doesn't become a Black Aja, right? Does she?
No, she's good. She's just she doesn't. I don't think she's through with Wilders, and she's a real big stickler for the rules, which our girls or Wonder Girls aren't. She's blue. She becomes a blue Aja.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. She's one of the, obviously the two of them get raised to Aes Sedai by Egwene. They're the first two, right, to get raised.
Yep.
She swore fealty to Elaine. Okay. The two of them did. To Egwene, sorry.
Yeah, and then she works as like a spy for Egwene against Elaine, and then she bonds some Ashman, I think.
Yeah. She goes to the Black Tower.
All right. So good for her.
All right.
394 votes in Fowlin's favor, 661 against, for a winning percentage of 37.35. On to number 72, and it's Gnome.
Oh, Gnome.
Boundless.
I know. Yeah. I voted for Gnome many times.
He's cool.
I think that's just such a cool part of the story.
Me too.
It adds a lot to Perrin's struggle with his wolf side. Because
Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, you go. No, you go.
Oh, I will go then. Yeah, no, I think it's right. This is the constant threat in his head, the constant fear in his head is that if he loses control, he'll end up like this guy.
Yeah, and then he winds up talking to him, and he says, "No, I want it to be this way."
Right, right. He didn't lose control; he chose his path.
Yeah,
and that helps Perrin really,
because his life was terrible. Right, he had a terrible life, and he was much happier.
Exactly,
as a wolf.
Right. For those of you just listening to us, Joe asked me a question as I was taking a drink, so it took me a while to respond, but that's all right. That's what 6 years of podcasting, that kind of natural rhythm.
This is live TV, baby. Anything could happen.
only developed by six years of podcasting together. Yeah, Noam's great. He should be on the show. They should have already put him in, but that's all right. 460 votes in his favor, 573 votes against, for a winning percentage of 44.53%.
You know, they could put him. He could be on the next season, on season 4, right? If Perrin's going to be with the White Cloaks for a bit, maybe they encounter him on the way, and Perrin has a little interaction with him.
Yeah, I think that totally works. They can they can squeeze him in still and make that character work.
We're writing season 4 for you guys.
That's it. Yeah, and Gaul. That's right. They're all there.
Gaul's going to be on this list.
And Abe Lincoln. At 71, it's Colavir. Saigain.
Colavir's a noble who is she the one who declares herself
yes,
queen
I believe
or something?
So.
Or
I believe Colavir is not good.
In what, Kyrian?
Kyrian?
Is she a Kyrian noble? I can't remember.
No, that's
I should be looking this up, not you. Give us some numbers while I look her up.
Sure. So Colavir, she got 454 votes in her favor, 540 votes against, for a winning percentage of 45.67%. I do feel like just that name is such a memorable one.
Yeah.
People are saying in chat, didn't she hang herself? I believe she did. I believe it was kind of like, here's the evidence about what you did.
And she had people killed too.
Yeah, she was bad. Very bad.
So he's right. He doesn't order her to sentence her to death though. Remember, like, aren't they all looking for him to, like, dude, you gotta sentence her to death? And he doesn't. He, like, strips her titles and lands and exiles her.
Right, and then she kills herself rather than deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So maybe that was Rand. He was playing the long game. He's like, I don't have to kill her. She'll kill herself when I do this. Avienda also beats her too, by the way.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wait, does she beat, does she try and come on to Rand? Is that why she gets beaten?
She finds Colavir in Rand's rooms. I don't remember the whole scenario, and then just beats her ass. I would love to have seen that in the show. All right. I like Colavir's okay where she is.
Yeah, I'm fine with her.
Although, is it too close to Anver? Would she be Colaver?
Yeah, they might just change the name or something like that.
Anver, Colaver.
Maybe they make it Colaver.
Colaver.
Yeah. Sounds like gold in my ear.
It sounds like a Caribbean island.
That's true. In chat, at this point, didn't Rand have an issue? Yeah, with people dying.
The entire
first person in the ring.
book series, he has a problem with it.
Yeah, he's very upset. He tries to get out of having to kill her, and then he realizes that, I guess from his point of view, even when he tries not to kill a woman, he kills a woman. But yeah, she'd rather die than the punishment that he gave her.
Than live as like a poor person.
A peasant. Yeah. And really, who can blame her? Rounding out the 70s is Cian Harriman.
Cian, one of the so we had Saren already.
Cian, I think, is one of the Black Aja hunters. If memory
serves.
Cian
she's the head of the White. Is she?
Is she the head of the White? Man, the S ones get me all the time.
Yeah, Cian's a White sister.
Okay.
I think she's definitely a Tower Aes Sedai. Give me some numbers while I.
Sure. Cian got 396 votes in her favor and 612 against, for a winning percentage of 39.29%, which means Cian's another one who got her wins where they really counted against high-valued, high-ranked competition, pushing her up beyond where her winning percentage may originally have slotted her.
Okay, so she was obviously she was a loyalist. The Tower, she stayed in the Tower. She's very close with Parvara.
Okay,
remember her and Parvara, and I think that's how part of the right when she starts hunting. She's the one who starts hunting, right? Is she the one who Elida tell Cien? Is she the one that Elida sends after?
I thought so. Yeah, that was my initial thought. Was that she was she was like the initial Black Aja hunter.
She was, and then she goes to Pavara.
Yes.
And then they start, one by one pulling people in, and they use the oath rod to ensure that they're not. I love that. I know you don't like this storyline, but I really like this storyline. It's just fun. But you're right. Maybe it's a little. Is this a scenario with like the Nicola and Arena story? Like it didn't need to be there.
That's what I actually like the storyline itself. It's just happening at a point where like I would really like the main storyline to be happening.
Okay.
And there's a whole extra storyline about this stuff, which ends up being meaningless to the plot. That's the kicker. If this was like the thread that helped unravel something or help bring the tower together, but no, like it just wraps up where they get a list of everybody.
Well, it kind of brings some people together in the tower, but I think I think it puts some things in perspective for them because the tower is just consumed by the split right now. And then like this puts it in perspective, like we shouldn't be fighting each other. They're a fucking Black Aja that we need to be fighting. And also they're like, they're part of what's causing the division in the tower.
Yep. And this is like when the tower when the tower faction is splitting apart by Aja, this is the only group of
cross-color.
Cross-color collaborators, right? Other than the secret Aja heads, right? Who are like have some sort of plot to try and get things going when the tower convenience. But
that's right. The plot.
That's why there's the young sitters on both sides.
Yeah, isn't that's such a bizarre storyline now, right? Like that there's a secret cabal on both sides working together for when the tower comes back together, like prepping things for when the tower gets back.
Not to actually try and get that back together, just like when it does, look, we'll make it easy. We're just gonna there'll be a bunch of young sitters that are just gonna say thank you very much for your service.
Yeah, that's a weird storyline too. That you probably don't need in the books. Like that you could cut. That'll be cut in the show. This could be in the show, but I don't know.
Yeah,
there's already Black Aja hunting going on, but
yeah, I think the effectiveness of the Brown Aja Detective Society in season 2 lends itself to having more of that in later seasons. Yeah. So saying you're okay in my book.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 69, dude. It's Amathera, Elfdine, Casimir Lunault.
She's a Lunault? I didn't even know that.
Me either.
Wow, Amathera, who is the Panarch.
The Panarch.
Yeah. Now, this is another one where I'll say to people, like, why do she doesn't really ever do anything in the entire books. She's just kind of there.
Yeah.
And then she's Julian's girlfriend.
She doesn't say much.
She doesn't really talk.
No.
Yeah, she gets tortured by the Black Aja. That's basically the most interesting thing that she does, is get tortured by the Black Aja. Now, she sings some dirty songs. Okay. Now, we've already passed that part of the books, of the show, I mean. But yeah, I'm going to say it again. Ahead of David Hanlon, Amathera.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked by that too. I guess maybe people voted for her because they want Julian to be on the show.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me. I mean, we haven't heard him yet, so I'm assuming he's kind of up in the higher part of this list.
I would imagine so.
I like Julian. He doesn't need to be in the show. Like, I wouldn't be upset if they cut him.
I wouldn't be upset. In fact, I mean, I feel like they already did, but I'd like him to be in the show. He's cool.
Maybe one of those guys was Julian in Tanchico. The guy who brings in the bracelet.
That's really secretly Julian, yeah.
Yeah, it's really Julian. All right, Amathera. What's her numbers?
Her numbers are 450 votes in her favor, 575 against, for a winning percentage of 43.90.
Wow.
All right. I am okay with her being number 69 because that's a funny number. Because I am a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 68, Fedwin Moore.
Ooh, Fedwin Moore. Now, Fedwin,
Right.
poor Fedwin gets mercy killed, right, by Rand?
Yes, right.
Because he's a little
drink
too
this,
crazy.
Fedwin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, he's taking the blocks out of the tower and playing with them as if they were children's blocks, right?
Yeah, poor Fedwin. That's a sad part of the story. I would like, they need something like this to happen in the story.
Right.
Right, because you don't really see any of the Ashaman go crazy and kill other people or die. You don't see them go real crazy.
Yes.
And Fedwin's the
people
first one you really get to experience it with it, and it's such like a sad thing when it happens. Definitely a tearjerker.
Right. And like, here's another example of like, I feel like I remember at this point in the series, like people felt like it was Rand's responsibility to kill this guy, to mercy kill this guy. And I'm like, why does everything have to be Rand al'Thor's? Nobody else can mercy kill this kid? He's got to feed him the milk, or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever they give him.
Poor guy. Fedwin Moore. I agree with you. You need to have stakes about like what could happen if someone does go full on mad, and how quickly it can happen. Right? It's not a slow burn for Fedwin. Like there's the attack, and then after he channels in the attack, he's crazy now.
Yeah, basically, he just kind of hit a breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
493 votes in Fedwin's favor. 569 against Moore. For a winning percentage of 46.92%.
Wow.
Which is our new high in regards to winning percentages.
Go Fedwin.
There you go, man. All right. Moving on to 67. Arengar.
All right. Highest Forsaken so far.
Yes.
Well, anytime you say it Forsaken, that'll be the highest Forsaken so far.
They will be yes. It's just the highest anybody so far. Really.
Touche. So above Balal, Agenor, Balthamel,
Ashengar.
and Ashengar, we said, right? Those are okay.
Right. Yeah,
I think that's right. Like
Halima.
Yeah, right? Halima. Yes, this is Halima, Arengar. Yes, I think out of all the Forsaken we've mentioned, this Halima should be, or Arengar should be in this spot. But you also had Balthamel and Agenor separately, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were earlier down there.
So so this feels right in this order. Halima should be, or Arengar should be above all those other Forsaken for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Arengar would be upset that they were in 69, but they'll get over it.
Yeah. I just imagine on TV this would be just a character like, I have boobs.
Oh man, these boobs are great. Yeah, I'd be very curious. I honestly would be really excited about how the show would approach Arengar.
I don't care, man, as long as she's hot.
That's true. That's key. So 441 votes said that Arengar is somebody I want to see on the show more than anybody else I'm looking at, and 564 said no. That's a winning percentage of 43.88%.
All right.
Moving on to number 66. Okay, sure. Yukiri Haruna. Yukiri is an Aes Sedai.
Yeah, yellow sister, right?
I believe she's like is she Cadsuane's healer? Is that who she is?
She's definitely a Cad Swainer. But Yukiri's like one of the better, like one of the most skilled healers, I think, in the tower. I don't know if she's the head of the Yellow Aja, but she might be a sitter. Give us some numbers, Tom, and I'll get you some more information.
So Yukiri had 468 votes in her favor.
Nope, totally wrong. Yukiri's gray.
Wow, man, we're 540 votes against. Were we both thinking of Samitsu? We might have been. Anyway,
Probably
46.43% winning percentage. Why don't you teach us who Yukiri really is, Joe?
So she's a loyalist as well.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought.
Right, I think we just confused her with somebody else.
She does pledge, though, for Egwene as Amerlin after the Shanshin attack the tower.
Okay. Is she the one who takes the lead instead of the Greens?
I don't remember, but she's one of the sitters who Elaida gives penance to.
That's how you build a coalition.
So she's a sitter. So she is powerful, though. I knew she was like powerful in within the ranks of the Aes Sedai. So okay, I guess people really like her. I'm not really sure. I remember her. Don't really remember much of what she did.
Well.
Not too well, and there's really not much in here. There's a lot of information here, but a lot of it's just like, she was born to an innkeeper in 837 and that kind of thing.
Right. Okay. So Yukiri is Matt Hatch's daughter. We got that, and then we're all right. So good for her. And we'll move on to number 65, and that is Howin Nori.
Okay, not so far from Reen Harfer.
Yeah, 11 above. I think Nori is probably slightly more notable just because he's kind of weird and fussy.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why he's so high.
Nor I.
He doesn't really do anything, and him and Harfer would have gotten combined into one person in the show.
Yes,
if that role existed.
I agree with you 100%. The headmaid would have also just been giving Elaine reports on,
or this could have just been the same actress who played Linny, and it's Linny as well.
There you go,
all the same person. Okay, but people want.
They want to know how the alum mines are going out near Berlin. And so they need Nori to report on that. 408 votes in Howin's favor. 609 votes.
People want to know how the alum mines are doing, damn it.
That's what he does. I don't know. 609 against Howin Nori. I say this: he's the guy who reports on the fact that that Doyle Millar is secretly what's his name, David Hanlon. Yeah, and just another example of David Hanlon, a far more interesting character, should have been above him, but that's all right. Howin Nori. Good for you. 408 votes for, 609 against, a winning percentage of 40.12%.
Okay. I just want to say this. I disagree with just about everything that's come out on this list, by the way, except for maybe 2 or 3.
There's a couple. I said Nicola Treehill, I felt was like right where she should be. I think we said Foul Lane 2 is in a good spot. But
yeah, okay. Yeah. So, all right. Let's go. Let's just keep going.
All right. 64. 64. It's Isam, Mandragora. Right.
Okay. Yeah. So Isam is Isam separate from Slayer on this list?
Yeah, I think that
and
I had
Lord
the two of
and
them.
Lord Luke. Are they all?
I know. I think I might just put. I don't remember right now, but I think I might put Lord Luke and Isam. We had Lord Luke. He's done all.
That's right. We did have. That's right. We did.
That's why I just put Isam. Like you have Isam on there too.
Isam and I think Slayer separately. I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to touch this one. Just because it's Slayer and it's the same person. So,
right. I would say so. I guess putting Isam on the show says Lord Luke wasn't just like an Easter egg for fans, but like this is actually going to be an important character in the future. Right.
The actor was very buddy with the cast. So
Yeah, we thought he was going to be a much more prominent role than he was, but maybe he was when they filmed it. He kind of got cut in the editing room. Who knows?
yeah, definitely some weird stuff that seems like it was missing.
All right. 528 votes in Isam's favor, 477 against, which means Issa Mandragoran is the first character on this list who has more yeses than nos, a winning percentage of 52.54%.
Wow, we've hit a landmark here.
That's true. Now I'm sure there's still going to be some above him who are below 50% just because of the win, the way the wins are ranked. But this guy, strong showing.
Okay.
All right. Coming in at number 63. Okay, I don't mind. This is a nice evil Aes Sedai, Katarine Alrudden.
Katarine. And Katarine is...
She's the red, she's black.
Oh, that's right. She wasn't in the show, Katarine.
No,
yeah,
she was not.
She's a black sister. Is she part of the group that kidnaps Rand, that puts Rand in the box, right?
She is, and then she's one of the people who captures Egwene at the, like, one of the people who brings Egwene in for capture, and I think she beats her up a little bit while she's feeding her fork root. She's just generally awful.
Yeah.
And is around a lot in the latter half of the series, just, in the background being bad. 397 votes in her favor, 583 against, for a winning percentage of 40.51. But people they want to see more evil red Aja members. Want to see more black Aja on the show.
Oh, she was named Mistress of... Oh, that's right. She was the Mistress of Novices in the tower, right? That was beating... No, that's Sylviana who becomes the Mistress of Novices. Wait, hold on a second here.
Sylviana
let's see. She got to the White Tower after the arrival of the rebel army, bringing news of Dumai's Wells and events in Carian, but not the oaths made by the other captives to Rand, as she escaped before any were given. A short time later, she was named Mistress of Novices. She left the tower with the Black Aja and was killed by Egwene and Tiller and Riyadh. Oh, that's right. She disguises herself as Masana.
That goes well.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, all right. Katarine, okay.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think she's a consistent evil presence, not like too major, but that's fine. Coming in at number 62, it's Eben Hopwell.
Eben Hopwell. Eben Hopwell, Ashaman extraordinaire.
That's right.
He's a Rand companion.
Yeah, is he the one who gets killed saying
she's channeling Saidin, sorry.
She's channeling Saidin,
yeah. That's at the cleansing.
At the cleansing, right? He sacrificed himself to identify Halima.
Yeah. Yep. He's an Andor and dedicated, blah, blah, blah. He was not part of the attack on Ilion. He stayed with the army fighting in the hill forts. Anything else interesting? Yeah, this is just a bunch of sitting around doing stuff with Rand.
He gets bonded by one of the Aes Sedai, right?
Oh no, he dies in Shadow Logoth. Yeah, it's at Shadow Logoth. Yeah, the Taint. Yeah. That was against the Taint. Fighting against Aragorn. Yes, he Dagon persuades him to be bonded as her warder, which Dagon's one of Cadsuane's
right.
crew. Yep. All right. Cool.
All right.
I agree with this one.
Good for Eben, yeah. 487 votes for, 524 against, for a win percentage of 48.17%. Good on you, Eben. Going on to number 61 on our list. It's Romanda Cassine,
Okay. Yeah,
right?
I guess.
So, all right, not a huge fan, Joe.
Not in this spot. I think she should have been lower.
Okay.
I feel like some of the other Aes Sedai that we've talked about are more interesting, and
Yes, I don't think that Ramonda's particularly interesting. I think she's prominent.
she is prominent, and she does play a role. Like she plays a prominent role that I think would potentially be in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Now they might combine her. I guess they can't combine her and Lelaine because that doesn't make sense. Because the whole thing is the two of them are kind of at odds with each other.
Right.
But I can see them putting something like this in the show. So
yeah, I think it's a more cultured detente level of fracturing amongst the rebels than you're seeing in the tower. But it is important to show that things are fundamentally broken. There's a lot of rivalries happening. Ramonda got 478 votes in her favor, 589 against, for a win percentage of 44.8.
all right.
Okay. And now wrapping up the 60s, we've got I thought he would have been a little higher. That's fine, I guess. Darlin Cisnera.
Yeah, High Lord Dar, and he becomes King of Tyr, right?
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the few guys who follows Rand because
he opposes Rand at first not because he's, powerful, ambitious, and seeking power. He just doesn't agree that Rand took over his city, his country.
He's like a generally decent person who's like, you just can't, just because you came in here doesn't mean you have to tell everybody what to do. And then he's a really loyal, I think, follower of the dragon. One of the few guys who doesn't, once he comes on Rand's side, gives Rand no shit.
Yeah, I mean, he winds up with Maureen's sister, right? Caroline.
Yeah.
Not sister, cousin.
Cousin.
Yeah. Okay. I like him. I like Darlin. I could see them cutting this whole story. You don't really need it. You don't need this story. So I could see them cutting him easily.
It's true, but whatever. He's all right. 494 votes for King Darlin. 549 people said, not my darling. And that's a win percentage of 47.36. I'm sorry, guys. It's getting late.
I've got a parody in my head. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling.
That's it. We got to knock it out.
Oh, my darling. What is it?
Cisnera.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on.
All right. We're gonna go into the 50s, and we're gonna go to number 59. Oh no. I always feel like we should skip this one because Jen is not here.
Oh, is this Kadir?
It is Kadir.
Oh, Jen.
I'm so sorry, Jen.
Oh.
But then again, maybe it's better that you're not here because you'd probably get angry that Hadna Kadir is only number 59 on our list.
I feel like he's pretty high on this list. Especially,
he is.
Yeah. I mean, his part hasn't passed. Technically, they could still meet him on the way back from the Waste, which is, I think, when they meet him anyway, right?
No, they meet him on the way from Cold Rocks to Al-Qaeda.
Okay, but they could always meet
him
on the way
back. He's not a big part until Fires of Heaven. Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's better than halfway up the list, so that's not shabby at all.
I think this is a valiant spot for him.
Okay. I will say this, and Jen, Hadnan is the second person with a positive winning percentage. 552 votes for him, 503 against, for a win percentage of 52.53%.
And Jen, I like to think that you had some sort of influence on this, not just your actual votes, but on other people who were voting.
I agree.
Yeah.
I have perfect beat.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to keep rubbing it in. It's true.
All right.
58. At number 58, it's Myrell Berengari.
Okay, Myrelle. Myrelle's a fun Aes Sedai. She's just like around and does a lot of things. I feel like she's kind of like a token green.
Right.
I don't know if we would have gotten her in the show. I would love to see her in the show because, well, I don't know if you would see her. So if Moraine doesn't die or didn't die in the show and wasn't planning on dying, they weren't planning on killing Moraine off in the show, or not killing her off, but removing her for a portion of the of the show. Like, Lan's not gonna be. He doesn't need Myrelle.
Right.
Now, she is one of the Saladar 6, though, so she's got importance that way. But I think one of her big things that she does is the whole
it's the Rand
story
thing.
with Lan.
Yeah, and that's what starts Nicola, I think, finds out about that, and that's what starts her on her blackmailing missions. I feel like they kind of already did like this storyline pseudo in season 2. And just gave that bit to
that's like
to Alana.
So, like the killing of Samael is it tied to the killing of the Forsaken teaching Rand how to channel storyline, like a symbolic killing of that was Lan not getting bonded by Alana, the killing of the Lan getting bonded by Myrelle storyline.
Yeah, I think it kind of was. I really do. But Myrelle's all right. She's another fiery green, quick to anger and passion.
Well, they've given a lot of her traits to Alana in the show, like the promiscuity with her warders.
Yeah.
So, because Alana's not really like that in the books. Like,
no,
or it's at least it's not made like, I don't know. It's not a big part of her character. I don't remember if it is even part of her character.
Well, so much of Alana's character in the books is post her water dying, where she's just kind of like in trauma, and then it's Rand. Just her bonded to Rand and everyone treating her like a pariah.
Yeah, I always felt like she was a bit more of like quiet but fiery or explosive. But I don't remember her in the books having that relationship with the warders. I remember like that's something that Myrelle is like known for.
Right.
So
right.
Okay.
Myrelle got 452 votes in her favor, 564 against, for a win percentage of 44.49%. We're still not locked into these north of 50% votes, but maybe we will be with number 57 on our list. It's Dara Nigalin Tibashir. This is Mama Bashir.
Fail's mother?
Fail's mother.
Oh. Now I wonder if people, right, so to me this is very high for her. But I wonder, because of the fact that in the show they said she's a dark friend, people want to see her more. Just find out like what that whole thing is about.
I imagine so. I mean, I like Dara. She's fine. She's she doesn't really do that much other than, I guess, have a healthy Saldean relationship with her husband, and kill a dark friend or a gray man or something in a tent. But Dira got 491 votes in her favor, 559 against, for a win percentage of 46.76%.
All right.
Yeah. At number 56, it's Nalesian.
Okay, or Nalashon, or however you want to say his name. I think I've told the story before when I listened to the audiobooks. They were saying his name, and I had no idea who this character was that they were talking about. I was like, Nalesian? Who's Nalesian? Right. It took me a while to realize who it was, because I would say Nalashon.
I think I said Nalashon too, reading it. Yeah.
Just because, Sean Chan, and you thought maybe Jordan would stick with it. But I don't know, maybe different culture. So
yeah, I got a cousin named Sean who spells it Sean.
Yeah, my neighbor was Sean, and he spelt it that way as well. That's the old Irish way of spelling it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of Matt's confidants, along with Tomanis. The one thing that's different is Nal, Sean, and Lysian gets killed by the golem in
By the golem.
Ibudar, right?
Ibudar, yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's a great scene, by the way, in the books. I love that scene in the warehouse.
Does he get his throat ripped out?
I don't.
It's like bad.
He might, yeah. Or is it him, or is it one of the other Red Arms? That get no. Well, you're right. It might be right.
I think it's him.
Doesn't one of Matt's what's it called? Butlers get killed too.
That's later on. That's
later on. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's by the golem too, I think. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That's outside of Camelot where they're camped, I think. Right?
Yeah.
No, Sean. Poor guy. Yep, the golem ripped out his throat. Roadhouse style. 475 votes in his favor, 533 against, for a win percentage of 47.12%.
All right.
Okay. I think we only got 5 more. And here is number 55 on our list. Haman, son of Dal, son of Moro. Elder Haman.
Elder Haman. Okay. He's probably the highest Ogier on this list, I'm going to guess.
I would imagine.
Is Aerith on this list?
Well, only time will tell, Joe.
If Aerith's part of this list, then Aerith is probably the highest ranked one.
Yeah. But, yeah. Elder Haman, very cool. Kind of like an Ogier's Ogier, you know?
He's like the tree beard of this.
Yeah.
Yes, the great stump and all that good stuff.
That's it. Yeah, non-essential, but he's a cool guy to have. I think if another Ogier appeared on the show, this would be the one most likely to appear on the show.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, because Loyal's dead, I don't think Aerith would be on the show.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna say something probably unpopular here and that I've never shared before, but I don't really care for any Ogiers except Loyal in the book. Anytime we go talking to other Ogiers, I'm like, I don't care.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Wow. I just don't. It's not interesting to me.
Okay, man. I look, they're
unless
aliens
it's Loyal
or something.
It's Loyal's the only one I want to see in here, or that's interesting to me at least.
I'm
sorry.
I like Elder Hammond. It's all right. I hear you, but I respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
But everyone's entitled to their opinion, you know. Elder Hammond got 497 positive votes in his favor, 468 against, for a win percentage of 51.50.
Wow.
All right. So, you're I only slightly more than half people thought that he was essential to be on future seasons of the show. At 54, somebody else who we discussed in our bonus content recording yesterday, I believe, Hadrian Nile.
Oh, wow. He is the first great captain that we've mentioned on this list, right? And that's obviously true. One was in the show.
One already was in the show.
And we don't know if we're getting the other 3.
No.
They're probably on this list.
You would think.
I believe you put them on this list, but I can't remember.
So.
I'm not sure if I think I might want to see him higher than this.
Yeah, 54 is pretty high up. When we start, this is the point now. I think we've hit this point where like every name's gonna be like, oh, okay, I can see. Oh, okay, like this guy's good. I can see why this character's up here.
Yeah.
Like Hadrian Niles, he's very like, he's not in a lot of the story, right? He was really only in I think like 2 books prominently, but he's such a strong, well drawn character.
Yeah, he's an interesting character too.
Yeah.
Just because it's a whole separate like White Cloak political thing going on.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I might have wanted him higher. We'll see. I guess time will tell whether I think he should be higher. When you start
That's right.
naming people that I'm like, why are they ahead of Pedro Nile? This is my
That's
new.
right.
This might be my new David Hanlon. So
Might be. 486 people voted for Pedro Nile, while 488 voted against, for a win percentage of 49.9. So close, just
Wow.
2 votes away from 50. 1 vote away from a 50-50. Coming in at number 53 on our list, it's Baal, the Aiel chief.
all right, so we've already all right. We didn't have to go very far.
No, yeah,
Pedro Nile should be ahead of Baal.
yeah. Isn't Baal just there because, like, do you know anything about him? He's very tall.
I think that's his most interesting feature is that he's very tall.
Yeah.
He's a
I
Goshen.
guess,
He's the clan chief of the Goshen.
Yes. He's married to Melaine, right?
Yes, Melaine is one of his wives.
Right.
He's 6'10", 275
He's very tall. He's very tall.
pounds.
Yes.
And he was with Bashir.
Yeah, I would say after book 5, he's pretty much the only other clan chief you hear about on a regular.
Yeah, well, he goes to
Other
Rand sends him to Bandari Ban to restore order, and he's with Elaine during the last battle. Yeah, he's got it's a pretty short paragraph in the companion. So, Pedro Nile's much more interesting than Baal.
I agree.
I know Pedro Nile's a white cloak and Baal's an Aiel, and people like Aiel and they don't like white cloaks, but I think Pedro Nile's a much more interesting character.
I agree.
Him getting assassinated, and then that kind of gives birth to Sebin Balor. You really can't have Sebin Balor without Pedro Nile. And I know Sebin Balor's up here.
Yes, he's higher up on this list.
I know he's higher up on this list.
Yeah, I think that's you need a white cloak leadership vacuum for the white cloaks to get redeemed. Yeah, people don't want the white cloaks to be redeemed. People think that some people here read the story and think Galad is just bad at the end, and not like, no, he's a good person in charge of the white cloaks. He's just gonna change them, and that's what the intention is, at least.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think yeah. So all right, Baal, 529 votes for, 517 against, for a win percentage of 50.57.
Wow.
Yeah. That's it. Coming in at number 52, Nakomi.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I'm with you.
52 Nakomi. Now, again, my thoughts. Nakomi's at the very end of the story. That's when she first appears. So Nakomi's great. That means we've gotten to the end of the story. Is she necessary for the story, and would Rafe put her in? Is she necessary? No. Would Rafe put her in? Yes. I think Rafe would definitely put Nakomi in the story because he's a book fan.
Yep.
So I think she's already in.
Fair enough.
If you got to ask Rafe about Nakomi and said, Rafe, were you planning on putting Nakomi in? I guarantee he would say yes.
If you got to ask Rafe 100-question interview.
100-question interview? Okay. You want me to think of 100 questions right now? No,
you don't have to think of them right now. But if you knew, hey, it's like, there's people who do that. Like, here's the 100 questions. I don't remember. I think Variety or some magazine does that. Whatever. Here's the 100-question interview. It's 100 questions, right? Hey, Rafe, would you put Nakomi in the show? Hit your top 100 questions you want to ask this guy.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
100 questions? Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
584 people voted for Nakomi. 423 voted against, for a huge winning percentage of 57.99%.
Wow, highest,
far and away, yeah.
Highest winning percentage, Nakomi. All right.
Last one for tonight.
Oh my God, we're at 51 already?
Yeah.
Oh God. Go.
We've been going for like an hour and a half, man. At 51, I think you're also going to be upset about this one. Furry Kharid.
What? Kharid?
Right? Kharid. Right?
He's a Sean Chen.
Yep.
Is he a general? He's a general, right?
I think so. He's a member of the Death Watch Guards.
Oh, is he the head of the Death Watch Guard?
Yeah.
It says he's a member of it, but I thought he was the head. Because didn't we
He's
just talk about him?
Yeah, because we confused somebody else with him, I think.
Oh, he's a captain in the bodyguard of the Empress.
Right. Then he's promoted to Banner General, so he is a general after the.
Okay, he does become a general. Yeah.
Right. And he's the guy who goes with Musenge. That's what we're talking about.
Find Tuan. Yeah, Musenge was earlier. Yeah.
Right.
Interesting that this is surprising to me because his storyline is kind of tied to Tuan.
Yeah.
And I know Tuan's not a very popular character. So interesting that he's this high. Head of Pedronile, no.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff, but it's not particularly important. And if he was cut like nothing, I don't think anything would be lost.
I think you would probably combine like him. So you've got him, you've got Musenge. They would be one character if they were in it, and then you got Kylie, right?
Oh, Tylee
Kiergan.
Tylee. Yeah,
the Kiergan, which I love her name because it reminds me of Highlander.
That's true.
And Clancy Brown. And he's just awesome in that movie. Anyway, do all three of them maybe get combined into one character potentially. But
Kharid, he did well. 541 votes for, 474 against, for a win percentage of 53.30.
Wow!
And he is our number 51 on our list. So the next time we record, we're going to get into the top 50.
Yes, the top 50 of the 125 characters you most want to see in the Wheel of Time TV show. This was quite a journey, Tom. I didn't know if we were going to make it without Jen, but we did have her in spirit. I know she wants to say something to us, a message she gave us.
Men are awful in general, so.
Yeah, that's really why Jen didn't come.
Thanks, Jen.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap it up here. I think this is a good spot to wrap it up since we finished what we planned on doing. I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, also on Blue Sky. Join us over in Discord to continue the conversation there. We also post the episodes on our YouTube page, so be sure to go to our YouTube page to like and subscribe. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts, and check out our merchandise and Patreon pages to support us that way. Links to all the aforementioned information are included in the show notes to this episode. Final thoughts, Tom?
This was a lot of fun, and feel better, Jen.
Yes, we're sending you weaves of spirit, water, air, earth, and fire, because we give out the good healing.
Yeah, we do the naive shit.
Thanks, everyone, for listening, and you'll hear us next time.